Now on WRDE Coast TV.
Convicted murderer Danilo Cavalcante captured this morning, where he was caught, and the latest details from officials. Sussex Central lawsuit, the allegations by a former student that forced action against school administrators.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV. Your local news at 11 starts right now.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Britt Leone. Welcome to Coast TV News Midday. We start with some breaking news this morning. Convicted killer Danilo Cavalcante was arrested this morning in Chester County after a manhunt that lasted nearly 2 weeks. He was captured in Chester County in what police say was a dense wooded area about 20 miles north of the prison he escaped from. Officials say law enforcement surrounded Cavalcante, and they believe he was unaware that he was surrounded right before being captured. He did resist. Officials say they took him down with the help of a canine, but no shots were fired. They say that Cavalcante was armed. He did sustain a minor injury during the capture, but no one else was injured. Law enforcement says no officers or people in the community were injured or harmed. In a press conference this morning, officials say they hope to interview him about right now. He's being processed at the State Police Barracks in Avondale. He's then going to be transferred to a state correctional facility as soon as processing is completed. We don't yet know which facility that will be. And we're moving on to weather now, taking a live look into our tunnel and razor camera in Lewis. It looks like it might start raining soon. Pretty cloudy up there. Our first alert meteorologist, Bob Try, he joins us now with a look at the forecast. Good morning, Bob. It looks like it's about to rain there in Lewis.
Good morning, Britt. It certainly does. Gray slate skies out there on that camera right now. Looks like it wants to rain. And we certainly had that really heavy rain this morning between about 3 and 5 a.m. But since then, things have dried out. And right now, we're looking at mostly cloudy skies, a few breaks of blue here and there, and nothing in the way of precipitation. Now, there is a cold front moving to the eastern shore of Maryland into parts of Delaware. And as that moves in today, we could see a few showers from it as we go into this afternoon. Temperatures right now into the mid to upper 70s, and we're looking at dew point temperatures still on the high side in the lower 70s, but they'll start to come down behind that cold front as the winds are now beginning to shift to the west-northwest, tugging in some of that drier air. As the front comes through, maybe a shower or two along the beaches around noon, and temperatures close to 80. That should do it for the highs, and maybe still a heavier shower around Fenwick Island and Bethany Beach through mid-afternoon, and then we start to dry out as we go into the evening hours, and we're looking very dry and much quieter and less humid as we go through time. Mainly dry today and looking great with the fall-like air mass as we go for the next couple of days. I'll take a look at that full forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right. Thank you, Bob, for that. After the Water Resources Development Act of 2022, otherwise known as the WRDA, opened up federal resources for a number of projects along the Bay Beaches, the Bay Beach Association says the projects aren't moving quickly enough. When WRDA passed, there was excitement about what it meant for the lowest lying state, especially for the Delaware Bay shores. And now, months later, the Bay Beach Association says there hasn't been much progress to tackle some of the projects the WRDA has allowed for. I want you to take a look at this footage. You'll notice the beach in Lewis is shrinking without dune support. The legislation gave the go-ahead for projects like beach replenishment, expanded a national emergency repair program, and preparations for long-term coastal resiliency. Organizations like the Bay Beach Association say they haven't seen action from the Department of Natural Resources and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to start these projects. Coast TV did speak with coastal consultant and executive director of the association, who says the excitement about the passage of the WRDA 2022 is now just becoming frustrating.
Waiting through another whole storm season and waiting for relief next year. We're looking at a very problematic beach here in Lewis right now. Kitshummock and Pickering Beach, there is locations there where there's zero beach in front of the houses. Water is under the houses almost daily, if not daily. So yeah, there's tremendous need along the whole Bayshore.
CoastTV reached out to both DENREC and the Army Corps of Engineers, who are handling projects like beach replenishment. Both of the agencies responded. There are steps going on behind the scenes, they say. They're working on drafting an agreement to formally start the projects, but there's no timeline they've given established or which communities will be prioritized. More now on a story we've been covering for you. This involves a former Sussex Central student who is now sharing her side of a story that generated rumors, put staff on leave, and now has turned into a lawsuit. Let's take you back. This all started at Sussex Central on May 17th, when former student Ania Harmon was pulled away from a fight with another student by an employee at the school. According to Harmon's lawsuit, the staff member pulled Harmon away forcefully, which caused Harmon's shirt to be pulled down, exposing her breast. This was all caught by a security camera at the school. A few days later, the Indian River School District confirmed an unknown number of staff members were placed on leave, even though the district didn't say who or why. Days after that, Delaware State Police confirmed an investigation, but again, no details were made public. Months later, Principal Bradley Layfield's lawyer confirmed Layfield was one employee who was placed on leave, apparently for sharing uncensored surveillance footage of the fight with multiple faculty members. Layfield's attorney defended that decision as a matter of school safety concerns. The student in the center of that video now is suing Layfield, an assistant principal, the school, and the Indian River School District. CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner shows us the student is suing for invasion of privacy, emotional distress, and more.
It was a noisy morning when Ania Harmon walked into Sussex Central High School on May 17th. According to court documents, she told two arguing students to quiet down, and a young woman, quote, bucked at her threateningly before Assistant Principal Aaron Donovan pulled her forcefully by her clothing, exposing her entire right breast. Harmon says Principal Layfield sent her home, but the other student got to stay, and when she came back to school for graduation practice,
Dr. Layfield had came to me and said that he was glad that I was behaving. And after that, I haven't had any contact with them since.
It was after that Harmon alleges the video of her and a crude meme were circulated throughout school staff. Layfield's attorney Thomas Newberger previously said the principal shared the video with other staff members out of a concern for safety, saying, quote, the lawsuit appears to be misdirected at my client and an exaggeration of alleged injuries, perhaps for financial reasons. Ania's mom, Tasha White, says she was never contacted about any of this, and it's been devastating for her daughter.
She didn't want to graduate. She didn't want to leave the house. She didn't want to go to work. She didn't want to do anything.
Harmon's legal team thinks the court needs to get involved for a number of reasons.
The pedophilic type of behavior which was exhibited over here by targeting a young girl and using that to get a laugh out of from the public at large.
Harmon wants to make sure this doesn't happen to another student.
I hope they're disappointed in themselves, and I hope they regret it. And if they don't regret it, then I don't know what else to tell them.
A mother and daughter calling for policy changes and for the removal of the Sussex Central administrators currently still on paid administrative leave. Mallory Metzner, CoastTV News.
That was CoastTV News anchor Mallory Metzner. New this morning, Delaware Governor John Carney announced he's endorsing current Lieutenant Governor and Sussex County native Bethany Hall Long in her run for governor. We're about a year out from Delaware's primary. Hall Long announced she was running on Tuesday. The announcement followed a previous campaign announcement for the position by Newcastle County Executive Matt Meyer in June. Delaware Governor John Carney cannot seek re-election due to term limits. Primary elections are set for September 3rd of 2024. And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, will you vote for any of the current candidates for Delaware Governor? Let's take a look now at the updated results. So far, it looks like a majority of you, 37% are saying no, but 35% of you say you're not sure yet, and then 28% say yes. We'll see if any of that changes. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at WRDE.com or on our mobile app. Coming up on Coast TV News Midday, 3 injured in a fire in Laurel. Where the fire happened and the condition of those people rescued. We're right back after this.
Beat the wind and rain with 50% off your new Valor roof, plus payments as low as $119 per month. Purchase with purpose. Your new Valor roof helps us donate a new roof every month to combat veterans in need.
833-83-VALOR.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Salisbury. 1 weekend only. Wacomico Civic Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. September 23rd and 24th. Wacomico Civic Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
Take aim for a great cause with Women Supporting Women's Boom Boom for Boobies clay shooting fundraiser on September 16th at 8:30 a.m. Whether you're 16 or seasoned, join the friendly competition and rally against breast cancer. Plus, enjoy fantastic music, raffles, a 50-50 draw, and more. Register now for 50 clays, lunch, and an event hat. Non-shooter, we've got a lunch ticket just for you. For more info, visit womensupportingwomen.org. Coast Country Cares, presented by Spicer Brothers.
Coming up this week on the Delmarva Home Show, we're touring 2 homes located in 2 wonderful communities on Delmarva. The first home is a like-new home in the Hawthorne community in Georgetown, Delaware. We're also touring a gorgeous home in the Heritage Shores community in Bridgeville, Delaware. You can watch the Delmarva Home Show on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on WBOC.
Everyone deserves to be remembered with dignity and respect. The Eastern Shore's most trusted experts in funeral services offer another option for those seeking a simplified alternative. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services is simple and affordable, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with convenient phone or virtual consultations. And e-signing makes our streamlined documentation quick and easy. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services in Berlin. Simply respectful.
Don't get scorched this summer storm season. Stay ahead of the leaks. Save big on your new Valor roof with 50% off all materials and payments as low as $119 per month. Call Valor Roofing today.
833-83-VALOR.
This morning, the Delaware State Fire Marshal will continue its determination of the cause of a fire Tuesday afternoon in Laurel. According to the fire marshal, 3 people were hurt in a house fire in Laurel. Happened a little before 3:30 p.m. on West 2nd Street. You're seeing video of this fire right now, and you can see what crews had to deal with. Look at all of that smoke coming out of the front of the house there. Firefighters went into the 3-story home as it was burning and rescued a 76-year-old woman in critical condition, a 71-year-old woman in serious condition, and a 68-year-old woman who was treated for smoke inhalation and burns. The damage was estimated at $175,000.
We continue to dry out after the early morning rain, and we have a lot of clouds on our Tyndall's casual furniture camera, but nothing in the way of rain. We do have a cold front moving through this afternoon, ushering in cooler and drier air. I'll track the temperatures and that cooler air on Futurecast after the break on Coast TV News Midday.
Will the Voice reigning champion
I won this competition last season.
break out his signature move?
Who do you choose? This is so hard.
And there's the Nile Smile. The Voice, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
I need your help solving a murder.
Whose murder?
Mine.
People predictably make wrong decisions. Why?
I hear people are irrational.
The Irrational, September 25th on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Building relationships and making my clients top priority has helped me be the #1 realtor in Delaware 2 years in a row. Our team is growing so we can continue to make our clients top priority. At Pam Price & Associates, you are surrounded by trusted professionals to ensure you have the best experience possible. Loving where you live is our passion. Whether you are buying or selling, we will help you through the entire process. So let Pam Price & Associates help you get to your next destination.
Well, Tommy, here's another roof I got to get done today.
Leave this one to me, Tom.
got that one done.
You got the next one.
There's good.
There's better, and then there's more.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time?
I have this physical need to be close to people.
Get close, girl.
Just like me.
I love that she's on her knees. I know.
Close to you.
Grab onto someone that you love and just hold on.
Wednesday at noon on CoastTV.
We'll go dancing, dancing, dancing with the shadows. Dancing with your shadows.
I know I used to be crazy. That's 'cause I used to be young. Dance, dance the night away.
1025 WBOC.
We are seeing a lot of clouds across Delmarva this late morning hours. Some folks on the boardwalk, on our Boardwalk Plaza Camp, 77 degrees. Skies look threatening, but I don't think we're going to look at too much rain into the afternoon with the cold front. 80 the high today. We're starting to cool off behind that front. We've got 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then back to 82 on Sunday. We are going to see much lower humidity behind this cold front. Of course, we had a ton of rain this morning, about an inch and a half. Between about 3 and 5 a.m. and then it started to dry out, and that's where we are right now, looking at mainly cloudy skies, nothing in the way of rain, but there is a fall-like cold front just on our doorstep, eastern shore of Maryland, moving into Delaware, and as this front moves through, it could trigger a shower into the afternoon hours as much cooler fall-like air is building in behind this front. And we've got temperatures in the mid to upper 70s right now. They'll only creep up a couple of more degrees. At the dew point temperatures, they're still high in the low to mid 70s, indicating the humidity, but that too will drop as our winds beginning to switch to the west-northwest. And here's Futurecast by noon, still mostly cloudy. Could still see a scattered shower along that front as it moves east, maybe along the coast this afternoon. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. By this evening, we're seeing temperatures into the 70s. Overnight, mostly clear. We start to dry it out finally, and we're looking at 60s to begin the day on Thursday. We get a north wind that dries us out into the afternoon, upper 70s, and even better into Friday. Now, the wind's going to pick up between high pressure and Lee passing to our east. So in the morning, 60s, quite breezy and much cooler Friday with temperatures into the 70s. And the humidity starts to come down. We start getting into comfortable range Thursday through Saturday. Comes up a little bit Sunday, and then it's back to drier weather on Monday. Here's Hurricane Lee beginning to make that turn to the north now, moving north-northwest, winds of 115 miles per hour. And as it moves to the north, well off of our coast, it's encountering a lot of cold water. So it's going to weaken as a Category 1 well to our east by Friday and then make landfall somewhere around Maine or Nova Scotia. And here it is chugging to the north. We could be on the outer fringes of the clouds, but we're going to be seeing Cape Cod and Maine getting walloped with this storm. Huge waves could be making landfall in down east Maine by Sunday. But for us, it's the bigger waves. Look at this, 4 to 8 foot waves maybe as we go into Thursday and Friday, maybe up to 8 or 9 foot around Ocean City. So maybe a good time to do a little sightseeing, see the big waves along the coast, maybe 12-foot waves offshore. And then as we go into Friday evening, they do start to ease just a little bit. But we will be looking at rip current conditions that will be high. It could be dangerous out there, and winds beginning to gust over 30 miles per hour as we go into your Friday. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. We're looking at temperatures around 80 today. Thursday, lots of sunshine, 77, cooling into the 50s by Friday morning, and the weekend looking dry, 70s Saturday, lower 80s on Sunday. We'll be right back.
Coastal Bath will provide you with exceptional customer service and a speedy time frame. I actually reached out to say, if you see me again and I look like a mermaid, it's because I'm pleased with my bathroom and I spend so much time in it.
Right now, get a free shower door or $1,500 off, plus no payments and no interest for 18 months.
I would hands down recommend Coastal Bath.
Local and family owned. Call or visit coastalbaths.com today.
Calling all truckers. Rigs from across the U.S. roll into town to be a part of the 21st Annual Truck Convoy for Special Olympics, Saturday, September 23rd. Over 200 trucks take a police-escorted ride from the Delaware State Fairgrounds and parade throughout southern Delaware. All proceeds benefit thousands of athletes who train and compete year-round here in Delaware. Participants must be pre-registered by September 18th. For more info and to register, visit SODE.org.
Delmarva Home Show. Explore the hidden house gems here on the peninsula. Exciting tours of stunning homes, charming cottages, and luxurious beachfront properties. Designer ideas and insider tips to help inspire your home decor. Discover the best of Delmarva's architecture and interior design. A showcase of the most unique and beautiful homes on Delmarva. Start your tour Sunday mornings at 11:30 on WBOC.
When you bank with the Farmers Bank of Willards, something wonderful happens. You make a difference in your own community. The Farmers Bank has remained locally owned and operated for nearly 100 years, and decisions on where to invest profits are still made right here by local people. In just the last 25 years, over $200 million have been reinvested into our local economy to help local families, businesses, schools, towns, and youth programs build and grow and prosper.
Switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Get ready to experience the ultimate CNC and RV lifestyle event at the OCRV Show October 12th to the 15th at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center. Explore a vast collection of new RVs and custom van life builds tailored for those seeking the thrill of life on the road. Enjoy exciting activities like kayaking, supboarding, fishing, and yoga, along with educational speakers, BMX demos, and bay cruises. The OCRV Show is the ultimate event for those who want to learn how to live it up when on the open road. Get tickets at OCRVshow.com and embark on a journey of a lifetime.
Apple held its annual iPhone launch event yesterday. The upcoming iPhone 15, which it announced, will ditch the company's Lightning port for USB-C ports. This change comes after Apple fought a European mandate to switch to the more common charger. That mandate had the goal of reducing electronic waste and saving people money by making one port compatible across multiple devices. Apple unveiled the iPhone 15 and Pro Max starting at close to $1,000. Coming up in health news, cancer experts speak on the ongoing drug shortage. What they have to say, we'll be right back after this.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
McMullen Septic Service. Inspection, that's our business. Pumping, that's our business. Installation, that's our business. Repair, that's our business. 3 generations and 70 years of experience. We do it all. Remember, every 2 to 3 years to pump your septic to keep things running smoothly. Serving Southern Kent and Sussex counties. Trust McMullen Septic Service for all your septic needs. Your business is our business.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, it's the Possum Point Players' 50th anniversary production of Ragtime. Get ready for Lone Cedar Acres Bluegrass Festival. And we tried TikTok's Rainbow Popcorn on the Cob. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
McDonald's, Telemundo Delmarva 42, Pohanka of Salisbury, Lupton Mall, and the Voice Radio Network presents the Hispanic Festival 2023. Join us to celebrate the Latin American traditions, culture, dances, art, Latin American food, kids entertainment, 7 international artists, and the biggest taco festival in Georgetown. Sunday, September 17th at noon on Ray Street in Georgetown. Tickets are $15 and kids under 10 get in free. Sponsored by...
It's football season, and Delmarva Sports Network takes you into the action with Down and Distance, a new show with the Friday Night Lights matchup of the week, plus Delmarva players to watch, top plays of the week, Bayside and Henlopen Conference power rankings, and exclusive interviews with players and coaches. Tune in to DSN Fridays prior to our game of the night this fall season. Down and Distance, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Enjoy some of the finest wines in Delaware to enhance the ultimate dining experience at Benvenuto, winner of the 2022 and 2023 Wine Spectator Award. With more than 150 wines to choose from, served by one of the best sommeliers in the region. You can match your exquisite selection from our international food made with the freshest of local ingredients. Immerse yourself in the ambiance surrounded by breathtaking Tuscan design. Join our exclusive wine club today with private tasting events and great benefits. Benvenuto Restaurant in Milford.
Get the WRDE weather app, live radar, and severe weather alerts. Download the free WRDE weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Cancer experts are demanding action to end an ongoing drug shortage. They're calling for lawmakers to fix the cancer drug shortage and increase funding for cancer research. This comes as the American Association for Cancer Research released its annual cancer progress report today. It highlights the recent improvements that the United States has made in reducing cancer deaths and advancing treatment. The cancer experts plan to meet with lawmakers in Washington this week to discuss the report and what its findings mean.
All in all, not a bad beach day. Mix of sun and clouds on our Gateway Subaru Cam. We've got a cold front moving through today, and that will usher in the first taste of fall weather for Delmarva. I'll have the 10-day forecast after the break as Coast TV News Midday continues.
After my dad suffered a stroke, it was my turn to help him choose which rehabilitation hospital was best. I asked the medical staff who they trusted, and they said, Encompass Health. Advanced therapies have made them the nation's largest system of rehabilitation hospitals.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Before you celebrate your new home, protect your surfaces with HydroShield. HydroShield prevents unwanted stains from penetrating the surfaces in your home. Our eco-friendly formulas eliminate the need for toxic chemicals, protecting you and your family. You paid good money for your surfaces. Protect them with HydroShield. Call today for your free total home protection estimate. And relax, we have you covered.
Learn more about our total home protection at hydroshielddelmarva.com.
True Blue Jazz Festival brings bandleader and drummer Bobby Sanabria and his Multiverse Jazz Big Band to Nassau Valley Vineyards October 14.
Hi everybody, it's Bobby Sanabria. Join me in my incredible 24-piece multi-Grammy-nominated Multiverse Big Band featuring Janice Siegel, Antoinette Montague, and Jennifer Jade Ledesma on vocals as we perform a special concert dance honoring the Latin Jazz Big Band tradition as part of the True Blue Jazz Festival.
Get your tickets now at truebluejazz.org.
Welcome to the Ride Home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the High Five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's coast with Petey the Peacock, Coast TV's feathered friend and sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Brought to you by Tidal Health.
A fall-like cold front moves in this afternoon. Could trigger a shower. Don't think you need the umbrella as we're looking at partly cloudy skies, high around 80, and then the humidity drops. Temperatures falling into the 70s this evening, and our Paul Davis 10-day forecast gets much nicer. Lots of sunshine. Thursday, 77. Our low start dipping into the 50s by Friday morning. And that nice, crisp feel to the air into the weekend. 77 Saturday, 82 on Sunday. Waves building, rip current risk also getting higher with Hurricane Lee offshore. Otherwise, nice weather into next week.
Thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. But don't forget to tune in for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.